Hi, everyone. This is Terry, and this is the Saturday after Thanksgiving. And so I pray that you all have had a wonderful Thanksgiving with your family, wherever you may be during this weekend. My daughter Jen and her husband and the grandkids came out, and we had a wonderful time of fellowship with our family. And so I pray that you too have had a wonderful time of fellowship and expressing your thanks, a great Thanksgiving. So anyway, how am I doing? You may be wondering. And so I'm here behind my bike, which was also injured in the accident, and I've started some of the repair process with my bike. Thanks to my son-in-law, he was able to help me get these very stubborn brake hoods back on the bike. But that's a whole other video about my bike and the repair efforts that I'll be doing on it over the next couple months until hopefully I'll be able to ride again in January of 2025. But I am doing better week by week. And thankfully, my lungs are doing better. I'm down to about 2 breathing treatments a day. So my lung capacity is getting better. I was actually able to walk nearly 2 miles yesterday with my family as we walked down the end of the road to the lake just with our dogs. I'm not able to hold my dogs' leashes, so they were very excited to go because my grandkids were able to actually take the dogs on their walks. So the dogs were thrilled because it's been a long time since they've been able to get out of the yard. And so it was just a wonderful day of just playing croquet and walking the dogs and playing games and just being with the family. So anyway, so I'm doing healthier because I'm able to actually do things like play croquet or walk a couple of miles. And so that tells me that my lungs are improving day by day. My shoulder is not improving as quickly as I would like. The collarbone is broken 3 places, and it's been sticking out right here since the accident. And it's not connected to anything because I can literally push on it and it moves. And you would think that would hurt like crazy, but it doesn't for some reason. I think there's some nerve damage that has happened in my shoulder and collarbone area that for some reason I'm not feeling much pain at all with that. All my pain is in my shoulder blade and my ribs and all the smashed inness that everything else is having. But I'm getting better. The pain isn't as intense as it was even just a week ago. So I'm hoping to be able to put in a little more time in the offices next week. Last week, the 3 days before Thanksgiving, I was able to work half days at the office, which was really awesome to be able to go in and work. I've been working at home and doing what I could and then taking breaks from the computer as the pain levels got too much for me to be sitting there. And so I'm hoping to be able to do a little more this next week. And based upon my performance today and yesterday, being able to do some different activities physically has been a real blessing. So that signals to me that there is healing taking place, even though I may not necessarily think that it's happening, but it's getting better and better. So thank you so much for your prayers, and please continue to pray. It's been amazing to see how God's provided from many different people for different things, such as meals, such as money. I've received a number of gifts that have enabled me to get the parts that I need to repair my bike. And so I've got everything I need right now, as far as I know, to get my bike fully operational. And so I'm very thankful just for God's provision of things to help with, such as repairing the damaged bike, such as paying some medical bills that we have. I was flabbergasted when I saw the bill from the helicopter and from the ambulance. But thankfully, the Lord has provided through the VA and such that the part that we have to pay is probably not going to be as high as it seems right now. So God's providing, and I'm learning to just let go of some things, to let people do things for me. or to help me in ways that, I not necessarily would have been willing to do just a couple of months ago before the accident. So it's just exciting to see God move, not only in providing for things that we need, but also for helping me to grow and be totally dependent upon Him and to trust in Him. And so it's been a real blessing to go through this journey, not only physically but also spiritually. And we're looking forward to the Advent season. Michelle and I will be doing a devotional every night, just focused on the advent of Christ. And so, one thing I encourage you to do, and that I'm praying for us as well, is to keep our eyes focused on God, on the Lord, and to really embrace this Advent season as the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ, and for all of what that means for us spiritually, because we get to spend eternity in heaven with our Lord Jesus when we go. If I had died in that crash, I know I would be in heaven with the Lord. And so it's just an exciting journey to be on. And so thank you for walking through this journey with me. I also want to thank my wife, Michelle. She has been such a huge help over the last couple of months. It's unbelievable how much she has done just dealing with all the paperwork and making phone calls to different people at the VA and at the hospital and at the doctor's offices and things. And so she's just put in so much work, the kinds of things that just go over my head. She's very gifted in dealing with these kinds of things. So I'm so thankful to her, and the fact that God's gifted her in a way that's a huge blessing to me through this journey as well. So I pray that you all will be blessed, not only by the Thanksgiving weekend we just experienced, but by the Advent season all the way up through Christmas, that our focus will be on the Lord through it all. And so thank you so much for your prayers and for your support and just for all of your encouragement. You all are a huge blessing to me, to Michelle, to our ministry at JFA World, and to God's kingdom all around the world. You are a huge blessing to everyone. And it's just amazing how many people are going to experience their first Christmas, their first Advent season, because of you and your involvement with our ministry. So thank you so much. You are a huge blessing.